So what about if joy is not a destination, but a garden? Let's take it from there. We talked a little bit about this last week as a little mini recap for those who haven't seen the video from before. We've talked like this metaphor that a garden needs 5 things: soil, seeds, water, sunlight, and maintenance. And your mental health works the same way. Your soil is your foundation, is your environment and your mindset. You can't grow joy in toxic soil. So, setting boundaries, limit exposure to draining people or content, and changing the way you speak to yourself. Number 2 is the seeds, your intentions, because joy doesn't grow by accident. It grows through very small intentional actions that don't look like much, don't feel like much. People quit far too early because it's invisible for a long time. However, with these small intentional actions like gratitude, kindness, curiosity, and rest towards yourself, they'll definitely grow. Number 3 is water. Those are the daily habits. Consistency matters more than intensity. You don't water a plant once and expect it to thrive. Same goes for your mental health. So watering your joy might look like taking a 10-minute walk or journaling your thoughts. And even though those things could sound simple because they're also equally as simple to ignore. However, they're so powerful. Number 4 is sunlight. It's a positive input. What you consume shapes how you feel. You being here right now shapes how you feel and how you see life. Sunlight is encouraging conversations, uplifting content, and moments of beauty and stillness. If you're constantly feeding your mind fear, comparison, do not be surprised when your garden struggles. And number 5 is maintenance, dealing with the weeds, because this is the part where people avoid the most. Even in the healthiest gardens, we see weeds. Weeds grow. So in your mind, weeds are negative thoughts, self-doubt, anxiety, and old patterns, something we talk about a lot in this channel, and I love telling you all about it because I'm a real life human behind what you see on screen and the scripts I might read when I write them. So I'm just reading what I write. Tending your garden doesn't mean eliminating weeds forever. It means noticing them and gently removing them before they take over. So now that you're all buckled in and settled in, let's go to our next story. So let's talk about insert person's name here. They lost someone they deeply loved. And after that, everything felt gray. People told them time heals, but time alone didn't fix anything. What changed was something quieter. Every morning, they started doing one small thing. They sat by the window with a cup of tea. At first, it felt pointless. They didn't feel joy. They didn't feel peace. They just kept showing up. Day after day, sip after sip, tea after tea, mug after mug. And slowly, something shifted. This is what we're talking about, the seeds. They're very tiny. People don't see them. People give up way too easily, way too fast, because we don't see those things. But once again, slowly, something shifted. Not dramatically, not all at once, because of course, subtly. They began noticing the light, the sound of the birds, the warmth of the cup in their hands, the tiny moments and the tiny seeds. Over time, those moments didn't erase their grief. They made space around it. Their garden didn't become perfect. It became alive again. Mental health isn't about feeling good all the time. It's about having tools to navigate whatever you feel. When you treat joy like a destination, you create pressure. I should be happier. I should have figured this out by now. But when you treat joy like a garden, something shifts. You focus on the process, not perfection. And that reduces anxiety, self-judgment, and burnout. Because now the question isn't, why am I not happy yet? It becomes, what can I nurture today? How can I nurture myself today? Let's make this real. Here are simple science-based ways to tend your mental health daily. The 2-minute check-in. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? What do I need? No fixing, just noticing. Awareness is the first step to change, no matter what. The tiny joy practice. Every single day, notice 3 small things: a good meal, a kind message, a moment of quiet. This trains your brain to see what's already good. And there's so much good in your day. There's so many tiny joy moments in your day. Movement as medicine. You don't need that intense workout. I don't care how many TikToks you see or Instagram reels you see or even YouTube videos you see. I don't care. You don't need that intense workout every single day. You just need to move your body. Be that 2-year-old again. Walk, stretch, dance, release. Movement releases stress and improves mood. Jump up and down for a minute. That's actually very long to jump up and down. Because if you're listening to this, you're definitely an adult and not a 2-year-old. So it's a long time to be jumping up and down straight. But you know what I mean. Jump, move, put your favorite song and dance and move your body like crazy. It helps. Boundaries as protection. Not everything deserves access to your energy. Not everything, not everyone. No, darling one deserves access to your energy. It's okay to say, not today. I need rest. That doesn't work for me. No is a complete sentence. No is a complete sentence. Protecting your garden is part of tending it. Talk to yourself like you matter. Your inner voice shapes everything. So instead of I'm failing, try I'm learning. It sounds small, yet it changes your entire emotional landscape. You're not hoping for something to happen. You're making something happen through all these steps, through all these actions. And yes, they're tiny and they're the seeds. And you're like, I don't see anything happen. But guess what? After winter, spring comes and you know those leaves and those flowers are coming out to bloom and are partying all over again. So bask in the sun. Enjoy that part of your life. Garden your garden. Tend to your garden. And I want to talk to you more. So more next week about this. All right, see you then.